might be serious crime afoot. Well, hey, here's a little bit of behind the scenes stuff you don't see every day, because I accidentally recorded myself behind the scenes, and I decided, you know what, screw it. I'm going to put this up on YouTube. So what had happened was I just got done recording a video where I was talking to the camera and putting it into my video and all that other kind of stuff. And I got cold. I was like, man, it's cold down here. I need a sweatshirt. I looked around. I couldn't find a sweatshirt in the basement. And it dawned on me, hey, I've got a flannel upstairs in the kitchen over a chair. So I went up and I got the flannel, put it on, came back and sat down. And then I was like, oh, shoot, I got some meat on the smoker. Let me go up and check the meat on the smoker, which it's been on for about 3 hours. It's probably about time for me to pull it. It's a chuck roast. It's like a 3.5 pound chuck roast. I wrapped it in foil about an hour and a half into the cook, and it's probably done by now, but no rush. It's only like 225 degrees in the smoker. Anyhow, so then I came back down and I was actually admiring myself in the camera a little bit. I was like, man, I kind of like this outfit. I'm warm. It looks good on camera. Like all the colors kind of work together. This might be my new recording uniform. And one of the other benefits is that when it's cold like this outside, I don't have to worry about leaning forward so that my shirt doesn't like cling to my chest. Because when it's cold down here, I get like crazy hard nipples. And it bothers me when they're on video. I have to like kind of lean over and hunch. You guys will notice if you watch back some of my old videos. But anyway, I was looking at myself. I was kind of enjoying the view. Is that the right way to say it? Or just saying, man, I look good. I was admiring myself. And then I looked over at this side of the monitor and I realized I had been recording, and it looks like I'd been recording for about 15 minutes. Some of this part where I walked away from the computer, I'm going to edit that out, but I'm going to put in the rest of it and just let you guys watch how I react to my own videos while I'm recording them, because it was kind of funny. I was moderately amused by it, and if I'm moderately amused by it, I hope you guys enjoy it. So this is probably going to be like a Sunday video, kind of like a Sunday comic relief video. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoy it. Have some fun with it. I'll talk to you guys later. If Mr. Leota had not done all those things, he would still be alive today. Not only if he didn't, even if he didn't go all through those things, but once he was tackled to the ground, if he stopped fighting with the officer, he would have been okay. If the officer delivered punches and knee strikes and he stopped resisting, he would have survived the encounter. If he wouldn't have grabbed the taser and pulled it away from the officer, he would have survived the encounter. Mr. Leota had he was a very active participant in this police-involved shooting, and he bears a larger than half portion of the blame for why this went the way it went. At the end of the day, could the officer have done a better job of controlling this man? Had he had slightly better training, would this outcome possibly have been different, even if Mr. Leota did all the things that he did? Sure. If they were on the ground and he had just hung on for dear life and waited for backup, could this shooting have been prevented? Maybe. Unfortunately, we'll never know. And the only thing that we have that we can use to judge whether or not this shooting is going to be deemed legal are the steps that the officer took and the amount of training that the officer had. In my opinion, the officer carried himself in a way that demonstrates that he's a well-trained officer. He knows what he's doing. He knows what the rules are. Unfortunately, he was put in a position where he felt that his life was in danger and he had to use lethal force to defend himself. When this is all said and done, I think that he'll be cleared by the Firearms Review Board, and I don't believe charges will be filed against him. Those are my thoughts for today. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon.
Get in the car. Dude, I'm stopping you. You have a license? Hey, stay in the car. Hey, stay in the car.
Okay, so right there, right as it begins, that's actually the first step that the officer used to try to prevent a use of force. He told the guy to stay in his car, and by doing so, this is something that we call officer presence. You use your presence.
Hey, stay in the car. Stay in the car.
Okay, so right there, right as it begins, that's actually the first step that the officer used to try to prevent a use of force. He told the guy to stay in his car, and by doing so, this is something that we call officer presence. You use your presence and your command authority to try to prevent somebody from taking action that will cause you to have a use of force.
Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Get in the car. Dude, I'm stopping you. You have a license? Do you have a license?
For what?
I'm stopping. Dude, I'm stopping you. You have a license? Do you have a license?
For what?
I'm stopping you. Do you have a license?
What done?
Do you have a driver's license? Do you speak English?
Yes.